I'm slow killing myself with the cigarettes because you give me stress. All of you. When you hear the truth from Orago Mama, you are supposed to, do everything in order to share the message online, show your full attention, and make a lot of these teaching materials together with me. You asking me questions online, me answering you, you know, you treating me as a real Orago Mama, showing me that respect, and cooperating with me in front of all those devil worshippers. I come with the true message to the people. You know, I call myself kiwi because ki kiwi is the kiwi fruit. Yeah, when you cut it, it's white in the middle and black with black seeds and green flesh. Kiwi means a key, a holy key to unlock the lock into the truth. A holy key to unlock the lock of the door into the truth. And we is an old ancient word for holy. It's a Danish word. Danish means if we remove the D, because the devil worshippers have put extra capitals or vocals in between all our words, but it is a niche, to speak a niche, not to speak Danish. The devil is laughing with the D. The devil wants to slow kill us. The devil spirit, that people nowadays are possessed by that evil spirit and serving the evil spirit by not daring to cooperate with Orago Mama. Show that you recognize me as Orago Mama on social media, because that's the only way we can save the world. So a kiwi looks like, balls on a man. And some women, they have balls. They are not visible, but some women, they have balls. I have balls. I dare to not cooperate and let me with the devil worshippers, and not to suppress my freedom of speech. When I know something, I immediately tell it to everybody. That's how I stay. It's my nature. That is my mother nature, and that is my responsibility. And in Danish, responsibility is ansvar. And their English devil worshippers, it's actually a black magic voodoo language English. I keep milk. And they call it answer, answer. They call it the answer. But ansvar, it's pronounced ansvar in Danish, and the answer is responsibility. And who dares, and who feels that she has the responsibility? The Oracle Mama, of course, the chosen one, Jesus' mother, and his name was not Jesus, his name was Emmanuel. I will talk more about that later. So the kiwi looks like balls, right? Yeah. And some women, they have balls. They have kundalini power, which is a sexual um, a sexual energy, divine energy, which are suppressed, living a spiritual life. So that energy can be used to connect directly to God Almighty. And all women have got this Kundalini power. It is showed in their. It is showed in their all the pictures, all the paintings of the Garden of Eden. The snake is the female Kundalini power, and it's the apple is like freedom of speech. You know, the apple is like we call it Adam's apple. He has freedom of speech in the Garden of Eden. You know, it's about freedom of speech. She just tells him you have freedom of speech when she offers her the apple. Speak up, speak the truth, don't lie anymore. And for women, it's another fruit. In Denmark, we call it not apple when it is women freedom of speech. We call it I don't know the word in English, but that purple, very delicious fruit, very very sweet taste. We call it in Danish blomme. Mm? So the Garden of Eden is about freedom of speech, and the female wisdom. Mm? And the first woman, her name was Lilith. And throughout world history, it makes sense to call her Lilith because she has lit. In Danish, she has suffered much. The female in society has been suppressed. Her Kundalini power has been suppressed. People has been jealous. The man has been jealous at the Kundalini power, and other women less hard intelligent and possessed by the devil has been jealous at the women still expressing this wisdom of Kundalini power, and they have called them witch, and they have burned them on the fire. Mm. So there's nothing wrong about witchcraft if it's used with an open heart, open loving heart for the good, with good intention for human mankind. So, but you know, we need a matriarchy because Mother Nature, when you look at her, she looks like a mother. We are inside her womb, and we can breathe in the milk and blood, very nutritious blood and milk from the air. If we tune into a very, very high loving vibration, then she will breastfeed us through the moon and the sun, which is her nipples. Yeah? So few people, I actually don't know any people who have told me this or posted this information online. But your Oracle Mama knows that this is the truth. And the moon and the sun is very local. It is her nipples. And you can pray to the nipples, or you can just feel love for your Mother Nature mom, and you can look at the sky and you can suck in. If you're a loving human being with an open heart and on a very loving vibration, doing nobody any harm, then Mother Nature of course provide you with her mother milk. So you have to understand that you live inside your mother's womb. So you are already protected against all evil if you don't destroy her, if you don't do her any harm inside her womb, if you don't do everything to slow kill yourself with evil thoughts, with evil deeds, with crime, stealing, lying, slow killing yourself with all kinds of food and all kinds of chemical medicine, Western medicine, slow killing yourself with vaccines, changing your DNA, modifying your DNA with vaccines, allowing other people to earn a lot of money of modifying your DNA so that you cannot use the 64 DNA codes, so that you only use the 24 DNA codes. So this is about, do you want to become an abortion inside your mother's womb, or do you want to be born into a greater world than this? Because there are many, many parallel worlds to enter, more beautiful than you can imagine here. This is already very, very beautiful place beyond the dome, because the ice is stretching endlessly. The South Pole is the barrier that you have to cross. You're not allowed to do that for all the governments around the world. That's why Trump and Putin and Magufuli need to be that triangle power that opens the gate with their money and their power, so that Oracle Mama can show you the world outside the dome and, teach you about Till Kafka language, Danish, Anish language, which is the key to open the lock to the door into the truth, and can teach you about how to live in harmony with each other, the man's responsibility and relationship towards Mother Nature, and the man's responsibility and the women's responsibility towards um, Mother Nature, and how to survive and live in harmony and know exactly what is your role, because the man's role is to protect the Garden of Eden, being gardeners for at least 4 hours every day, and the women is the one who can teach at schools spiritual content and real knowledge and wisdom, because the woman is God on earth and the man is Gul. And stop say God, say Gul, yeah, because it's a higher loving vibration. It's Anish language. Gul is a woman. She is God, not the Almighty Creator, Mother Nature, but she is God on earth because she is the channel giving birth to life. And she has a great intuition, and she was meant to rule through a matriarchy. All the women, they need to listen to Gaeli Kivi Kivi or Rago Mama. And Gaeli Kivi Kivi need to be your dictator because she is the chosen one to do the job. I have experience from 36 till Kafka Dream Cream regimes outside the dome that doesn't exist, because the firmament is parallel to the flat world, and there are ice all around the world because we are in an ice bowl. We are inside our mother's womb. And the sun and the moon is circulating as nipples, as her breast nipples. And through them, we can inhalate the mother milk. And we can become eternal in flesh and blood. But these devil worshippers, the elite people, possessed by the devil, they earn all their money from slow killing you and not telling you the truth about your divine nature, that how you can become a loving human being in vibration with Mother Nature, the Creator, and suck her breasts, which is the sun and the moon, and become belly full without needing to eat any mangoes. And I have been in that state of mind 5 times. But because I'm your Oracle Mama, they fear to bring me, to allow me to be in that state of mind. But here in Tanzania, I can go everywhere and tell my story to government officials, to doctors, to priests, to not to people working in the street selling things. I can tell my message to everybody, and nobody would think that I'm a bad person and not allowed to be Oracle Mama. You know, people here in Tanzania, where the answer is Tanzania, the answer. Tanzania. They don't fear Oracle Mama. So I'm safe here, but in my country, in Denmark, the government don't allow me to 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 give my message about breastarianism. And in India, they have a guru. He's allowed. He's allowed to teach these things, but he's not telling the truth because he's a man, and he still, don't talk about being inside mother's womb, creating a matriarchy, that the sun and the moon are her breasts, that we can suck the milk from the Milky Way. He gives you wrong information about Marie Huana, because when you use that as a medicine for the body, healing the body, mind, soul, and you're repairing your DNA with it, then you start to remember who is a Danish word to remember. And Marie is Anna Marie. Marie, who Anna Marie is Santa Claus' wife. She was living in the 1800s. They were shoemakers, and they created the Kafka Dream Cream religion. Because Anna Maria, she remembered who she was, an oracle from 36 other ice balls wells out there. So you have to be open to the truth, and you have to forget everything that they taught you, because they were lying about everything in order to hypnotize you into devil worshipping without you yourself knowing it. And they have hypnotized you totally with that football game. It is programming your subconsciousness to fighting against each other, to shooting balls inside Mother Nature's breasts. Shoot her breasts. And I don't know what has happened to one of her breasts, the moon. Once upon a time, it was shining as bright as the sun. But maybe because we don't treat the woman nicely and respectfully, we don't cherish and honor her like a god here on us, and that's why one of her breasts doesn't shine anymore. One breast was supposed to be shining for all the women, and the women, and the other shining for all the other men. One breast was supposed to shine for all their sons, and the other breast was supposed to shine for all the daughters. And we were supposed to be awakened, not sleeping, not eating, not killing anything in existence in order to survive and feel belly full. You understand the importance of this message? So we need to create a new language, which I have already prepared for you, vacuum clean for all nonsense and devil worshipping. And then you have to start cooperate with me. You have to let me teach you Danish. Then you will understand everything in the world, and you will start to understand each other's languages. There was no, they have, everything they have told you so far in the material in the Bible and in Quran is a twisted story about everything. Like let's for example explain the Babylon story about Babylon. The Babylon Tower, they talk about one language, that originally we only was speaking one language. That can't be more untrue. We are, very creative, and we live far away from each other, and we create new languages all the time. But what they're not telling you is that Danish was official language, and the Danish was the Oracle Mama language and the Oracle Father language. And through that language, because everybody knew how to speak that language, they could not make any mistakes when they created a new language. So with that key, with that holy key, with that key V, they could understand each other's languages very well, no matter if they went far, far away and met some people speaking a new tribe language. They could open the whole truth about that community, about that spiritual community, and the truth about everything, about the people, what they were speaking about, what they were, how they were, everything with the Danish language, which was official oracle language. So these messages is very important for you to understand. I'm telling you the truth about everything. I'm not lying, and I'm not selfish. I'm not just making up stuff for you to let me rule. I'm the chosen one to rule the world, and other politicians, supporting democracy. They don't know what they are doing. Most of them don't know what they are doing. They're possessed by the devil, and they have forgotten totally who they are. They have to open up their heart, Taurus Gaeli Gibi Kivi or Ragamama, and understand that I'm here to serve all of you and bring back the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden is about eating something and planting the seeds and becoming fruitarian. When you reach the fruitarian level of consciousness, then you don't kill anything. The flesh you eat is the flesh of the fruit. You understand? And then from that level you can someday become so loving and tune into such a loving frequency and start to smell like a flower, your sweat smelling like a flower, and then you can become, breastarian and receive the mother milk from the sky, from the Milky Way. The Garden of Eden is a place where we don't have to work hard because we plant everything, the fruit trees and the Mariana plants and the beautiful, beautiful flowers, wild flowers, and our vegetables, ecological, all of it, in between each other, because Mother Nature wants it like that. She don't want us to spray with poison on the fields. She don't want us to be farmers. And farm means daddy. Daddy has created a patriarchy, and we want mommy to create a matriarchy. Okay? And daddy is in Denmark, the center is in Denmark, and he's possessed by the devil, but he loves me. But he is still cooperating with the devil because my father gave him the job as Oracle King. And he lives by a lake looking like a reptile Oracle King. And my daddy lives at a place looking like a shorts from the sky, shorts city of shorts, because they're molesting, sexually abusing small kids, especially small school boys, kindergarten school boys. And they traumatize them before the age of 5. And they hypnotize them into be devil worshippers and work for the devil. My son have told me myself that they're teaching me to obey and do favors for the devil, and then the devil will show me heaven someday. What kind of heaven? Probably they will just kill him, like they did with the Jesus child, which is the same soul as my son Emmanuel. Emmanuel was born in Germany. They kidnapped him from me, and he became a devil worshipper. You understand? And he was. We were living in Bethlehem in Germany. We were speaking German language, and we had a family company, me and my mother, and we did witchcraft and alchemy. We made a health drink from black bread. But they have made a twisted story about Jesus being crucified for your sins. That couldn't be more far from the truth. They kidnapped him. The governmental people kidnapped my son. and they made him into someone who killed people for the government. He was killing people for the government. You understand? And the final result was that all my followers, they killed my own son at a cross. And I was devastated when they did that, because I love my Emmanuel boy. But I was not able to teach him how to be a good human being, because he was possessed by the devil, because he grew up with the Illuminati people educating him about all these matters. You understand? That's the true story about Emmanuel that you call Jesus. I call him Emmanuel. That is his real name. Jesus means in Danish not to help. Not to help. Because the G means not. I. Not. And sus means to help. SOS. Sus. It's the same word. So I've said enough for now. I don't want my video lessons to be too long. I hope you can hear my voice clearly. There is background music. I love this place and I enjoy my evening here. Look at how beautiful the swimming pool is at night.